My heart sank the moment I pulled Su Qingyue's black yoga pants out of the washing machine. Right at the crotch was a nasty, jagged rip, the lace torn to shreds, as if it had been forced open by something large. "What are you doing?" Su Qingyue's voice came from right behind me. I jumped, quickly shoving the pants back into the laundry basket. "Nothing much. Just finished the wash," she just hummed in response, and grabbed a yogurt from the fridge. After hesitating for a long time, I finally decided to ask her, "By the way, how did those black yoga pants get torn?" She froze for a split second. "Oh, those? I accidentally caught them on some gym equipment yesterday. Such bad luck." "Really, the tear looked pretty bad." "Yeah," she laughed softly, tossing the empty yogurt cup into the trash. "It's fine, though. I've had them for a long time anyway. I'll just buy a new pair soon." Watched her walk into the bedroom to change, but my heart felt like a lead weight. She just bought those pants last month, and she even bragged about them on social media, saying they were a limited edition that was almost impossible to get. While Su Qingyue was in the bedroom changing, I checked her other pockets and found a strange key. It was engraved with 0213, which was a VIP locker number from that high-end gym in town. But she's only a regular member. She shouldn't have access to a VIP locker. She came out in gray workout gear, ready to leave. "I'm heading to the gym tonight, so you're on your own for dinner." Just as I was about to start cleaning, the computer buzzed with a message from an unknown contact. "Wednesday usual spot, don't be late." I stared at the screen, a wave of anxiety washing over me. Su Qingyue had left her laptop on the coffee table without locking it. I opened her chat history and saw that over the last few days, she'd been talking to this stranger constantly. "Wednesday at 3 p.m. gym VIP area. Remember to wear those black yoga pants." The last message was from yesterday. "Great performance today, keep it up." There was a video attached below it. I took a deep breath and clicked play. At first the footage was blurry, but it cleared up quickly. The camera was aimed at a dimly lit room, with some workout clothes hanging on the wall and yoga mats on the floor. A woman in black yoga pants had her back to the camera. My heart rate spiked instantly. I knew that silhouette all too well. It was Su Qingyue. Suddenly, a hand reached into the frame and grabbed her ankle. She let out a small gasp. But once she saw who it was, she began playfully responding to the man's touch. I could only see their tangled shadows on the floor, and the man's face never appeared. The video off right there. I stared at the black screen, my mind going completely blank. Right then, Su Qingyue sent me a text. "Hey babe, I'll be finishing up late at the gym tonight, so go ahead and sleep." Suppressing my rage, I replied, "What time I'll come pick you up?" "Oh, no need, honey. You know I'm just getting back into my routine. I'm slammed, not sure when I'll be done." I threw on some clothes and headed out right then. I drove straight to the gym. The lights were still on. Standing at the door, I could hear faint voices inside. Was she actually staying late to work out? I didn't just barge in. Instead, I pulled out my phone and called Su Qingyue. "I don't feel right letting you head home alone. I'm already downstairs at the gym waiting for you." "Didn't I tell you that wasn't necessary? It's fine. I'm already at the gym. Why did you actually show up?" "What are you even doing here?" Su Qingyue's voice on the other end sounded completely off. There was a hint of panic in her tone. Obviously, I was there to see what she was really up to. I didn't say another word. I hung up and ducked into the stairwell for a few minutes. Su Qingyue walked out. Right behind her was a guy in a black tank top. They walked over to the elevator and locked in an embrace, kissing like they couldn't stand to say goodbye. While the guy was kissing her, his hands started wandering. He was groping her all over. Suspecting it was one thing, but seeing it with my own eyes was another. Pure rage started burning through my logic. The blood rushed to my head. Right then and there, I wanted to charge out and rip those two apart. Then I heard the guy chuckle. "Man, that husband of yours is really devoted, isn't he? Don't even talk about him. He's like a piece of gum stuck to my shoe." "What a buzzkill." Her words hit me like a bucket of ice water. It managed to kill my urge to charge out for a second. The guy kept talking trash. "Why not just let him wait down there? We could keep going." "Are you crazy? He could come up here any minute. Last time he called you, didn't we just keep going anyway?" "What are you scared of? Ugh, you're so bad I hate you." I'd been their plaything all along. The urge to ruin them became even stronger. Then I saw the guy's face clearly. It was Zhao Wuyan, the owner of the gym where she worked. He looked decent enough on the outside, but he knew she had a husband and still did something this shameless. A total piece of trash. And from the way he talked, it was clear he enjoyed the thrill of playing me. He was treating me like some kind of idiot. Suddenly, I didn't want to confront them right then. Once you tear that veil, at most we'd have a shouting match or a fist fight, and then she and I would just split up. That was way too easy for them. Before Su Qingyue stepped to the elevator, I snapped a secret photo of them holding hands. Then I took the stairs down. Su Qingyue was already waiting by the car. I acted like I didn't suspect a thing. She said, I thought you'd be a while, so I just went to use the restroom on the first floor. Probably because I'd interrupted her fun, she seemed a bit annoyed. She rolled her eyes discreetly and pouted, fine, I ended early then. Come on, I'm freezing. The whole way home, she played the part of being exhausted. She closed her eyes to rest, which was fine by me because I didn't want to talk either. I was afraid if I opened my mouth, I wouldn't be able to stop myself from demanding why she'd do this to me. That night, while she was asleep, I checked her phone. The more I read, the more my blood boiled. She'd been hooking up with Zhao Wuyan for a month. Just 1 week after starting at the gym, things were already getting inappropriate between them. A few days ago, they finally crossed the line. Under the guise of working out, they were messing around right under my nose, looking at those disgusting chat logs I swore I'd make them pay. Hooking up in public at the gym, and while they were fooling around, I was acting like a total idiot at home doing the laundry and cooking for Su Qingyue. Worried she was exhausted from work, terrified she wouldn't be safe on her way back. But this is how she talked about me to Zhao Wuyan on WeChat. I'm gorgeous, she said. Isn't he supposed to worship me? He's so easy to play, he never suspects a thing. And he loves spending money on me. If he wasn't so good to me, I would have divorced him ages ago. She even asked him, what's so great about that old hag of yours? She's old and boring. Just leave her so we can finally be together. I couldn't believe these words came from the person lying next to me, but those thousands of texts. Each one hit me like a whip. She was right about one thing. Before today, I never doubted her. I never questioned where she was going. That's probably why she felt so safe never deleting her chat history. I looked at her sleeping soundly beside me and suddenly felt she was absolutely disgusting. The next day, Su Qingyue spent a long time getting ready for the gym. I watched her put on bright red lipstick and those tight yoga pants. I pretended to care and said, maybe skip the gym today. I think your body looks perfect as it is. No way, she snapped back. Realizing she overreacted, she laughed awkwardly. I mean, it's fine. I just think working out is good for my health. Once she left, I paid a premium to hire a private investigator to dig into Zhao Wuyan's background. Turns out this guy didn't just have a wife, he had 2 kids as well. I paid to have him followed for a while and discovered another one of his secrets. He was actually still entangled with his married ex-girlfriend. They were still messing around, heading straight for a hotel every time they met. Once I gathered all the evidence, I put in a little extra work to track down Zhao Wuyan's wife's contact info. I sent her photos of the 2 of them holding hands, as expected. Under his wife's strict lockdown, those 2 didn't see each other at all for a while. But they were both serial cheaters and couldn't stand the loneliness, so they cooked up a business trip excuse that day. The second Su Qingyue walked in, she went straight to the bedroom to pack. She couldn't hide her excitement. Babe, my best friend is going through something. I need to go out of town to be with her for a bit. For how many days did just 2? I let out a cold laugh. I was just looking for a chance to teach them a lesson, and here she was handing it to me. I checked the messages on her phone and found the hotel reservation details. She'd even bought a set of sexy lingerie and tucked it secretly into her suitcase. The next day I went to the hotel she'd booked. After she checked in that afternoon, I sent the room number to a man. Brother, this is as much as I can help you. Half an hour later, a man with glasses showed up at the hotel with a huge muscular guy. I hid by the stairwell and watched as the man with glasses pretended to be room service, knocking on the door of room 8402. As soon as it opened, the big guy kicked it in. Immediately, Su Qingyue's terrified screams echoed through the hallway. The hallway wasn't exactly quiet, and other guests started rushing out to see what was happening. I blended into the crowd and started recording. Zhao Wuyan and Su Qingyue were barely dressed. Their faces were filled with panic. The big guy was massive, and he easily pinned Zhao Wuyan down. You piece of trash, how dare you sleep with my wife? I'm gonna kill you today, I swear. A fist slammed hard into his stomach. Zhao Wuyan let out a scream that sounded painful just to hear. Outside, people were crowding around to watch the drama. No one dared to stop it. It was a classic caught in bed scene. The crowd couldn't get enough of the entertainment. Blood was pouring from Zhao Wuyan's nose. Su Qingyue was screaming from a corner. She scrambled to wrap a towel around herself, watching helplessly as Zhao was knocked to the ground. He curled up like a shrimp, unable to move. Who are you people? She cried. Stop hitting him, or I'm calling the cops. Go ahead, call them. When the cops get here, I'll tell them you're just some hooker working this hotel. I am not. Your whole family is... If you're not a hooker, then what are you? This guy has a wife and kids. Are you his wife? Are you? If you're, then call the police. The guy in glasses shut Su Qingyue up for good. Zhao Wuyan sprawled on the floor, panicked at the mention of the police, and tried to stop her. The crowd got even more excited, so it really was an affair. Su Qingyue was mortified and furious. Her clothes were a mess. She could only huddle in the corner, desperately grabbing the sheets and blankets to hide herself. This man wasn't a stranger. He was the husband of Zhao Wuyan's ex-girlfriend, a man who was suffering just like me. Yesterday, I sent him all the photos. Every photo of Zhao Wuyan and his ex at the hotel went straight to him. I told him that as long as he didn't settle, I'd make sure Zhao wouldn't dare call the police. Zhao definitely did not want this going public, otherwise his lie about the business trip would blow up. Plus, cheating with 2 different women would completely destroy his reputation. It would ruin his life and tear his family apart. After Lin Jinan had his fill of hitting him, he grabbed Zhao's chin. He viciously ordered him to never contact the ex again before finally letting go. Seeing Zhao Wuyan begging for mercy on his knees was incredibly satisfying. By Sunday morning, Su Qingyue dragged her suitcase home looking exhausted. There was a very noticeable red mark on her neck. "Hey, honey, why are you back so early? You should have told me. I would have picked you up." I asked her, acting like I didn't know a thing. "I just missed you so much," she said. "That's why I came back early." I looked suspiciously at her neck. "Is that an allergy?" I went for skin scraping with some colleagues and it turned out like this. I'm so annoyed. I wish I hadn't gone. Skin scraping? Wow, she really came up with that, after a few words. She made an excuse to shower and hid in the bathroom with her phone. She was actually checking on her lover's injuries. I stayed patient. I didn't expose their carefully planned secret hookup. A much harsher revenge was coming. While Su Qingyue was out, I took a secret trip to the electronics market. I got the equipment I needed and learned exactly how to install and use it. Once I got home, I tested it over and over until I could operate it perfectly. Since Su Qingyue had crossed the line so many times, she must be used to living on the edge. Looking at the gadgets ready on the table,